it down. Throwing on second and long. Breeze. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. Looking to throw on second down. Breeze, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He'll let it fly in the direction again, and it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back. Well, as we hit the home stretch of the regular season, just 3 weeks left. Let's look at the slate for Week 15, some of the more intriguing games. Houston and Tennessee, that's a big one in the AFC South. Rams going to Dallas. Buffalo at Pittsburgh, that's a Sunday night game. And then Charles Davis, he'll be taking his park into the frozen tundra. You've got Chicago at Green Bay this week.
Certainly do, and I'll take a heck of a lot more than just my parka. I will look like Bib the Michelin Man when it's all said and done. I will be bundled to the gills. A high of 27 expected at kickoff. But let's face it, how much fun will that be? Another historic Bears-Packers game, and a game where the Bears have to have it, and the Packers trying to hold on to the number 2 seed. Houston at Tennessee, so intriguing. Houston just got jumped on by Denver. But these teams will meet twice in the last 3 weeks. A division title may be at stake. The Rams have to win. Dallas can actually afford a loss and still win their division, which sounds crazy. And Buffalo needs a big victory in order to make that New England game possibly mean a division crown. That's going to be fun when they go to Pittsburgh.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. On fourth, they do snap it to Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface, but I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. On first down, Breeze. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown, Saints. Traquan Smith there to make the grab. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. From the gun, it's Breeze. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Let's go!
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he'll sling that one in there. Complete to Cooper on the comebacker. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. There he goes left side. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
54, right there, 54.
Now Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. A.J. Klein providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is Harris. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Bree's going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he finds Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A 10th carry for Kamara. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, 42 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Looking to throw. Prescott completes it to Jason Witten. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 28 yards.
Check. Watch 54.
Now Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw is Prescott. Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Demario Davis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner. And I don't think, with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he's looking long for Witten. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. I don't think you got it, son. Ready, take.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Opposite.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. The open man is Smith. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Saints on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. To throw is Breeze. And this is incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a peep of protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Eli Apple. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down.
At the 36-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Breeze now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Saints on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. On play action, it's Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook, 40 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Play action now. Prescott sliding out of the... And the pressure gets to him again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 3rd and long for Prescott. He's going to let it... And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Cooper was the target there. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Yellow lady, yellow lady. Exit, exit.
Bree's going to throw here. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Here's Breeze. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Breeze is looking to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and now it's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Breeze going to throw. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole count it, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team count it, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit on my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team count it, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team count, that's a big number.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go! Tires burn the pavement, people wanna know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear, with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Ready. Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Subjugate